KarJenner tea time.
Okay, you guys, so Blac Chyna is obviously going through it with the KarJenners, especially with her and Rob's new custody situation. But on the bright side, she at least has one of her past enemies seemingly back in good graces. Seemingly they've reconciled. Amber Rose, you guys know these two go way back, but they had a falling out. They haven't actually been seen together in over a year. But Amber Rose kind of gave fans hope that they've reconciled. She posted a photo of Blac Chyna on her Instagram, shouting out Chyna's body after Chyna went to the Tox, which is a place where you go get lymphatic massages. I've been to the one here and it's fantastic.
Come on,
and she said, I can't wait to get her treatment. Look at my girl Chyna's body. So everyone in the comments was like, oh my God, you guys are posting each other again. Obviously you're friends. Yeah, Chyna commented with 3 red hearts. Do we think they're fully reconciled?
I mean, Amber Rose would be the only one in court that would say Blac Chyna's a good mom.
I agree. I feel like Amber...
I hate that I just said that, but it's the truth.
But Amber Rose has not had a problem speaking out against the KarJenners in the past publicly. When her and Blac Chyna were really close, Amber Rose had no problem bashing the KarJenners, sticking up for Blac Chyna. So honestly, gearing up for a custody case like this,
I'm gonna say this.
It's not the worst idea.
I'm not gonna get explicit, but Amber Rose has said some crazy stuff about Kanye in the past online. I'm curious to see if Blac Chyna is being friendly with her to sort of get some of that information.
Interesting.
I'm curious because y'all, if you do the homework, Amber Rose has said some crazy. When her and Kanye split, she was coming out the woodwork.
Blac Chyna almost has to have Amber Rose in her corner just for the sole fact she doesn't give an F. Because a lot of people, you know, even like Young Sweet Ro, for example, like a lot of people want to say something, but they feel like they can't or they're too scared. They feel like their bag will be stopped. Amber Rose has her own bag and she has no problem saying whatever ridiculous thing she needs to say that goes against the KarJenners.
And I like that about her.
I do too. I mean, props to her for having a backbone, you know, saying everything with her whole chest. You know, we always talk about that. Never deletes anything, never takes anything back. She's like, I said what I said. What are you gonna do about it? And I think this just benefits Blac Chyna.
I mean, I just like the fact that she's speaking out. You get what I'm saying? Because for a while when Amber Rose was with Kanye, she didn't talk.
Oh my gosh.
You remember that?
Yeah, I mean, this was so long ago.
We was like, who is that bald head chick with Kanye? And then the first time she spoke, I remember my neck said crack.
Definitely something to keep an eye on and see if Amber Rose has any involvement with all of this drama that's to come. But let's move on and talk about Kourtney, you guys. She recently posted and revealed that her and the kids took a little trip, a little escape, if you will, to Idaho.
They got some potatoes?
Random, but it seemed like they were like staying in I mean, I'm sure they were bougie cabins, but like bougie cabins, they had fires. It was really just kind of a very let's disconnect from the world type of vacation. Eunice Benjma does not appear to be there. Based on his Instagram, he's abroad somewhere. I know maybe some people were thinking that he might be there for this little getaway because we know him and Kourtney are trying to figure out what their current status is, whether they want to be friends with benefits, actually try to give this another go. But this just appeared to be some time that Kourtney needed for herself and for her kids.
Now, how do you feel about that, Madison? Because I'm over here visualizing the travel vlog.
I know.
This is excellent. Put it on the board.
This would have been perfect for the travel vlog, but unfortunately, it's just for the gram. Maybe she should be the one getting the web series instead of Chloe.
Madison.
There we go. There we go. I rarely have ideas.
Who wants to see Chloe cry for weeks at a time when we could see Kourtney roll her eyes and travel the world?
I know.
Mason,
I agree.
Like, I can hear it. Don't do that.
She could do that and even forget about the whole keeping up thing in general, overall, because we know that's her end goal anyway. Okay, let's get into this Kim and Kanye news, you guys. This is actually a wild report, and I just want to hear your reactions to it. So it's a new report from Radar Online. Kim and Kanye are reportedly going to a love doctor, that was in quotes, to help them put a spark back into their marriage. The two are allegedly leading separate lives, and obviously they don't want to split. The source reports that a few years back, they actually went to counseling and it essentially saved their marriage. So, quote, they're hoping that lightning can strike twice, aka that this can happen again. Apparently, the problem started after the birth of their 4th child, and Kanye's spiritual awakening Sunday service, which makes sense. Thankfully, the counseling seems to be helping. The source said that the two have therapy at least once a week where they can vent, and the therapist gives them tips on how to have better communication. This therapist is also, quote, giving them suggestions to put the sizzle back in their sex life.
Kanye, I read an interview on Genius that said Kanye don't even want you swearing around him. Like there was a rap artist, I can't remember, but there was a rap artist that said, oh, I had a Kanye verse and my engineer whispered to me and said, you might not even want to put Kanye's verse on that because that's not the way he's leading his life. So Kanye is
Wait, you can't even curse? Like what if you slip?
He'll say, hey, I'm saved, don't do that around me. I was thinking that too and it was in the article. Yeah, so I mean,
you guys,
Kanye,
sometimes I get a real sailor mouth.
The therapy is normal. The therapy is normal. The keeping the spark alive is normal.
Yes, and I think that's good. You should be proactive, and I'm happy that they're being proactive. They feel like something might be slipping. Let's make sure that doesn't happen. I think that's fantastic. I guess
what's going on?
I guess to me, now that I heard that and the spiritual awakening thing, that tells me that there's a much bigger potential issue than just we feel like we're living separate lives. We feel like we're not totally aligned. Things about religion and spirituality, that is a foundation value.
I agree.
And if you do not align on those certain values sometimes,
it ain't gonna work.
It's not gonna work. You can, some people are able to make it work, but I feel like
it's
the
difficult.
majority of the time, if those foundational values, you guys are at least not near on the same page, it's not gonna work.
I wanna praise Kim for not divorcing Kanye the second his mental health struggles sort of came out.
No, she has always stood by him.
I just feel like y'all went from having sex in France to now lawyer and preacher. How'd that work?
Remember the music video where they were literally having sex on the motorcycle? And everyone was talking about it, and it was so like, oh my God, did you see Kanye's music video?
He would never do that today. That's done. That door is closed.
And they are parents, so in a sense, I understand it's like you don't want your kids seeing you film a music video like that or knowing or going to school and then other kids being like, oh my God, did you see your parents filming this music video? Who Kanye married is a whole different Kim than we've got now.
Well, that Kim back then certainly wouldn't fit into his life now, which might have been why Kim said, well, hold on, let me lawyer up right now.
Right.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Kanye said, you're not serious enough. Put on this baggy suit and come preach with me.
I do believe that they love each other. I know there's a lot of people speculate that their relationship's not real. It was, started for it started as kind of a fake thing. I'm gonna be honest. I really believe that they love each other, and I do believe that they are good partners. Especially when it comes to raising their kids. Like, I feel like they both value being there and making sure, certain things get done, a little bit of balance. But I don't know. I think they might be changing, and it'll just be interesting to see if they can change together or if they change separately.
That must be something to wake up one day and be like, I'm not too sure I'm still in love with that person that they grew up to be.
Thanks so much for checking out our video. If you like what you saw, please give it a share and a thumbs up. After that, feel free to check out any of our other videos, shop our Hollyscoop store, subscribe, and click that notification bell.